1, and we're back.
Okay, so we fixed the gang sheet by having to go back 3 or 4 episodes because apparently none of us remember what happened in this game.
I remember what happened, just, not how long it took.
But to anyone, actually watching this, it's handy to have a record of what happened. So when things like this happen, you can go back and figure it out. Otherwise, we'd still probably be arguing about it. Like, okay. All right. So, now what?
Well, you make sure the Libertines got back and all that, and some sweet downtime actions.
Yes, they did. Obviously, you've got the 8 coin.
Excellent.
And they got a whole bunch of new stuff.
Yeah.
You're muted, Jim.
Yeah, they took some stuff.
They got a new feeding couch.
Yep, some tapestries. They're spruced up their place.
Some marble busts.
Hell, we'll give them the opportunity to decorate this nice new turf we have.
I'll see if they took any water clocks and then take one of those. If they did.
I don't believe that they did.
I thought we got you a water clock. I thought you
was one.
Not a girl dressed as a water clock, Chris. An actual water
clock.
I thought we specifically got you one from the room.
We did. We did.
Oh, yeah, we did. That's right.
An actual water clock. For you,
sure it's all ready to go.
Danny?
Bet you do.
There is a dog staring at the door right behind you. Just staring at that door.
Yeah, that's what he does.
He's behind you.
Look out. All right, so we've got downtime, and everybody gets 2 actions again.
Oh, thank God.
Can I use my downtime action to murder some riders?
Some riders.
WRITERS.
Oh, those kind of riders. But Vaughn, haven't you ever heard that the pen is mightier than the sword?
We're about to find out.
Ha ha! Ow!
Is it mightier than this large caliber rifle?
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really murder as a downtime. I mean, you could if it was like, to set up another thing, but I mean, they're your number 1 enemy. We're not just going to get rid of them in downtime.
They try to get rid of us in the downtime.
Well, that's their imperative as GM-controlled people. But so who wants to go first? Anybody got anything?
Well, sure. I'm going to go indulge my vice.
I did.
Okay.
I'm going to do it with Madam Teslin so we can, get some business out of the way.
So that was going to be my question.
Yeah. We have some business to do as well.
Right.
But first, the pleasure.
It's not going to work that way.
What?
No, she's going to have a talk first.
Okay. All this talking. Daddy needs Okay. But it's fun night.
Did you say it was fudge night?
Well, I could have.
It's fudge night. The old packing plant.
He didn't, but coincidentally, it's fudge night.
Yes.
There's a big fudge fountain in the middle of the. People are
You
dipping
can't have
various
you can't have a
body parts.
fountain of fudge.
Or
Yeah.
just wallowing in the fudge.
Someone licked me off.
I never needed to hear that.
Just gets in your body hair and it gets all matted and it's just ugh.
Sometimes, Mark, you gotta put up.
That's why everybody who dips in the fountain has to be freshly shorn.
So we need to talk first.
Yep.
All
She
right.
takes you to her office.
Okay.
sits you down in the chair. It's a nice office. It is sumptuously equipped, like all of the facilities here. There are several layers of carpet on the floor. Or I guess rugs. That would be weird to just pile carpet on top of each other.
Oh yeah, so much carpet.
Unless he plans to roll up my body and dump me.
Yeah. Hey, what's all this plastic sheeting on the floor?
Right. What's that about? I don't know. Can you stand in the middle of it real quick?
Yes, I can.
Just as a favor.
This
could
is
you
my
just stand
vice. Absolutely. You need me to do it naked, right?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
then there's
you
something
know.
suspicious.
Right. She sits you down. Sits across from you.
Madam. That was a surprise.
Was it?
What an evening!
Actually, it was.
I'm going to need some explaining. What were you doing there?
I'm taking care of some business we have with the Red Sashes.
But
You're ruining Timothy's lie now.
you're the only one who came down to the basement. We were assured that we would be undisturbed down there.
I got these keys off their leader. I wanted to rob the place. You know me.
Okay.
How do you think I pay for the services here?
I mean, that sounds like a believable lie, because it's not really a lie.
No, it's
It's actually the truth.
Right. Right. But let's see if she believes you.
Okay.
What a lie. Wait, but
What do you want me to roll?
Well, I'm thinking Sway, since she's a friend.
All right.
And it's controlled standard. You didn't threaten her or anything. You let her leave, so
Yeah.
she's not. You're still on good terms.
She doesn't believe the truth.
Right. You're a criminal, and she knows that criminals are not to be trusted.
Do you need me to go have a talk with her?
Maybe. Oh, we'll see.
She
Look.
doesn't understand. She doesn't believe the truth coming from you. She'll believe it coming from me.
Right.
Well, I just have a hard time believing that our Lord Penderin and that Elstera were not able to... Didn't plan for you to be there? They're usually so careful. It just strikes me as suspicious. That's never happened. No, none of our rituals have ever been upset before.
Well, look, I ain't no mastermind.
Obviously.
Great. I can tell you that people are aiming at your rituals, though. And speaking of that, didn't we make a deal? Don't you have some goods for me?
I might have some goods for you, but that's not really why I brought you in here.
Oh, I start taking my clothes off.
That does
My
have something to
character is
do
not-
with it.
My character's not smart.
She, puts a hand on you to stop you.
Okay.
It's like, that's part of the reason I brought you in. But I don't know that we have a trusting relationship anymore. And so I don't know that we can engage in these sort of activities.
You're gonna make him cry.
What the fuck?
I appreciate the offer to let me live, obviously, and of course I will pay you. since that was our deal. But yeah, I don't know.
Madam, that was just work. Can't you separate work
Yes.
and like pleasure? I say.
And
I'm
this
an
is
idiot.
my work.
That makes me really sad. I thought we
step
had
away
a
for a second.
thing. I thought I was an excellent customer.
You are an excellent customer, but I am not sure that I can grant consent now. I don't feel safe around you.
That's probably fair. I did rip her head off.
You what? Oh no.
She had her eyes covered the whole time.
I mean, okay.
What did she ever do to you?
She fucked with my friends. That's what happens to people who fuck with my friends.
Code of the streets, huh?
They're my boys, my lady. Well, actually, I would say madam.
I was
They're
going to
my
say
boys.
she's
They're-
actually
they're
not
my-
lady. But...
They're my boys, madam. Yeah, that's what happens.
Well, I mean, I can appreciate loyalty, but I don't know that we can work together.
You mean this kind of work?
Yes.
What about other kinds of work?
Like what?
Well, I'm a man of certain skills outside of the sexual. And I'm sure.
Oh, you're adorable. You think you have sexual skills. What?
Did she say that to me? Okay, because that might make me lose my temper. You know, you might need the gang to do something for you someday. That sort of work.
I don't know that that's possible. You see, I have some very powerful friends. You may have met some of them. You may have also killed some of them. And we had an arrangement. And things were going well. And then you showed up. And things went poorly. Now we've got to rebuild, and I don't know that it's going to be possible, and there's just a lot of work to do. And we lost our key, and now you've just set us back. You've set us back. And so I just don't know.
What kind of key?
A key to the outer gates to allow the throne to enter.
Oh, I might be able to help with that.
Really? You have a sacrifice that's been ritually prepared since its birth to host the throne.
Oh, no, probably not that.
That's what I thought.
No, we just have the throne in the head right now.
I'm not saying that.
So, yeah. She stands up, reaches out to shake your hand.
I'm gonna shake her hand.
It's been a pleasure having you as a customer.
You're going to you
Never
have some
return.
things. You have some things for me then.
If you'd
This
like
is
to
all
follow me.
business? Uh-huh. Mark, I'm leery now.
Okay,
Just so you know,
sure.
she's made this business.
She has made this business, but she is also going to keep a deal.
Yep.
She exchanged her life for some things.
Seems reasonable to me.
So yeah, I mean, she pays you.
Okay.
Um, hmm. I don't know. 2 coin?
What I'm really looking for, Mark, is the stuff, and this is specifically what I wanted, the stuff to complete LaRose's job.
Yep.
Yup. Right. Let me actually look at that and double check. Okay. Yeah. So she actually does give you some items. She's got like a crate.
Okay.
Actually, more like a chest.
Okay.
But I mean, she opens it and shows you.
Sure.
It's some weird, occult ritual stuff.
Uh-huh.
I would say, like a hand of glory or something like that.
Weird stuff, yeah.
Yeah. A weird shrunken head and,
What is it? Those skin pants.
Skin pants. Sure. Also some jorts.
They go
I put
together.
it all on as a costume, including the hand.
Right, sure.
She's got a pair of Spanx.
Yeah. But yeah, she shows it to you and then closes the chest and says, "This is what Sister Thorn brought me."
Okay.
I would say that people would be upset that you took them from me, but some of them are dead.
Well, I hope we can at least part on neutral terms.
Of course. Of course. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, I leave.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Damn it! I leave.
Okay.
I will go to LaRose first, drop these off. Hey, we finished your job. But before I drop it off, is there anything in the chest that might go well on my rope?
You're not even gonna be able to use that thing before too long. Like it's gonna have so much crap like woven into it.
Yeah.
What?
There's
something to replace one of the weights. I don't know.
Yeah, I was actually sort of thinking like what are those a thurible? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, all right.
Some sort of weird thurible type thing.
All right. Use that to replace one of the weights.
Sure, and if you want, you can put incense in it and
then wave it around and like smoke up a place. All right.
I'd recommend trance powder, but
Right.
Okay.
And then I'll deliver the rest of the crate to him.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get back to you then.
Well, I
Who's
still
next?
haven't done a downtime action.
No, I know.
yet.
I know you actually haven't done one yet. But,
I do actually want to talk to someone besides.
that's fine. I mean, you can totally talk to people. But did you have an actual downtime action, or you just wanted to talk to someone?
I have that. Yes, I'm going to have downtime actions, and I also want to talk to someone.
Okay. What do you want to do first?
Jim, did you do your downtime actions?
No.
So
No, he hasn't actually. What?
I can wait. So he does his.
Okay. Vaughn, Timothy, you got one?
Yeah, I need to go indulge my vice.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yes.
the leaky bucket.
I'm going to
As
do all
always.
of that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also going to indulge my vice with the Libertines.
Okay.
I am just going to grab a couple of the bodies we just got dealt with.
And dig around? in
Yes.
them? Weird.
I suppose I can delete Madame Teslin from my purveyor of vice.
She is no longer your purveyor of vice. You can keep her around as a contact, probably.
Oh,
Because you parted.
We parted on a
Decent
decent
terms.
terms. Okay.
So, Edlund,
Yes.
digging around in bodies, huh?
Yep.
Do you want to make a roll? See how that goes?
I would like to make a roll. So I'm going to indulge my vice. No bonus.
Yep.
Do I get bonus dice?
You do if you involve a contact.
Huh. Yes, I'm going to work with Eckert on this one.
You're going to what?
Work with the Eckert.
Can it be any contact?
It can be, well,
That makes sense.
actually, I think for indulged vice, it actually has to be your purveyor.
The
Okay,
problem
that's what I
is
was
my
wondering
purveyor's never really been. My purveyor's always been.
I know,
good
your
about
vice is a very solo activity, generally. And you guys tend to make your own bodies, so
that we do.
I don't know, that one's slightly weird for you.
That's why I've kind of used Eckert in that position because, we can leave the bodies and then I can just use him to get the ones I actually need.
Yeah, okay.
Though who I want to talk to is actually my purveyor. So we might be changing that around now anyway.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay,
That's
that's done.
All right, so you're indulging your vice, and you're getting advice from Eckerd and Stasia. And who else's head do you have in a jar?
What's
Keller,
his face?
but Keller probably isn't giving much advice.
And Keller, no, Keller doesn't give you any advice.
He probably just curses at you in Arabian.
It's just
He's still a little salty.
just Stasia and the voice in your head, of course, or at least the presence in your head. You rolled pretty well, so I'm going to say that the presence in your head likes it. He likes really getting to the meat of the matter, as it were. Okay.
Sweet.
You show yourself out.
I'll be in my bunk.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, I guess that goes pretty well, but you do have some other voices that are chiming in.
Eh.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Do you want me to do my other actions or?
No, this is Stasia asking you what you're doing. What are you trying to discover?
Right now, what if we call them holes, right?
Yeah.
Right now, when you bring somebody back from the dead, all you have is a hole. Some mechanical monstrosity. No grace, no subtlety. I feel with the right amount of sparkcraft and alchemy, we can do the same thing with a human, but with a body. We can bring back the dead through the proper use of bodies. Mix and matching. Getting organs back into place.
You promised me a body,
Exactly.
says the presence in your head.
Yes. And you will have one.
Stasi's like, who you talking to?
Right. She doesn't hear him.
You're crazy, Chris. You are so fucking crazy.
You will have a body, and it will be magnificent.
Soon. You get an overwhelming presence of, yeah, I need to do this now.
Mm-hmm.
I have waited for millennia.
And you will get the finest of bodies.
I just close the door when I walk by. Pretend I didn't hear that.
Well, you're not necessarily there because you're indulging your vice, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You want to, what are you doing for that?
Well, I have to go to see the maestro.
Sure.
He is
Please
my
thank you for
purveyor.
these excellent uniforms.
I will. And I'll also say, yes, thank you. The uniforms were spectacular.
Okay.
It was a delightful production.
Do you want to roll? See
The
how,
production was exciting. It
It brought the house down.
it brought the house down. Exactly.
We had smoke bombs and ooh, look at you.
All right.
Exactly.
Exactly what I needed. That's why you always get 6. Or more, because
Right.
you will overindulge for sure.
So, all right, yeah. You returned the blue coat uniforms. Some of them
A little
Got
worse
some-
for the wear.
got some damage.
I'll make sure nothing is stained at least. I can't sew, but I can get blood
Well,
stains out. I'm good at that.
I was going to say, it was probably mostly stains. Because you guys weren't attacked necessarily.
No.
But it was, running around in a basement
You weren't
with some
blown
dead
up.
bodies. And
Yeah.
We
I've
were
been,
blown up and electrocuted.
I worked in an eel factory, and I know how to get stains out.
hey, there's some smoking holes. Yeah.
Smoking holes, I can't do much about.
But okay, he wants to know how the production went.
It was fantastic.
He doesn't really believe you.
What?
The uniforms were magnificent, though.
I mean, he's trying to believe you, but at the same time,
Do y'all need me to go around and tell the truth to these people?
no, it's fine.
You're like his errant child that he's afraid is involved in things that he really hopes.
But he
you
doesn't
aren't,
really want
but-
to know.
But yeah, the evidence is kind of pointing to.
Is this a
So-
bullet hole?
So he does have a water clock for you.
Oh, you got found one. Oh,
Yes, of course. I found one.
I don't know what I would do without you.
Hopefully, this will tide you over and make you consider changing your ways, my boy.
I am working on it, Maestro. It's just taking longer than I thought.
Well, we always have need for, I don't know, ushers, stagehands. May not be the money you're used to, but it'll keep you off the streets.
You know what? With the way things have gone lately, maybe I'll take you up on that. We'll just have
I'd be so pissed.
to see.
That wouldn't last very long, Shane. I'll drag you back in. You can't get away from me.
It's not
And
you. I'm
also,
worried. It's not you.
you ain't leaving me alone with these crazies.
It's not you I'm worried about. Even with the blood rage.
How many times has that saved us?
No. The time you tried to kill me, that only happened once. So,
Timothy?
Yes.
well, suspiciously, Ethan hasn't tried to kill me ever, but I'm very suspicious of his behavior.
Right.
But just remember, I've never tried to kill you ever.
No, he hasn't.
Let's focus on that one.
I'm going to go visit old Pete at the Leaky Bucket.
I mean, he did wave his gun in my face, but
That was not
Well,
really
that's not
to
his
kill.
name.
that was
No.
not his intentional.
No.
I couldn't find the name.
It's Martin.
Old Martin. See, it just doesn't roll off the tongue as well. I asked him
like
if he's considered changing his name to Pete, just for,
No, he's actually a little insulted if you call him Pete. He thought you were friends.
Maybe his name is Pete Martin.
It isn't. But all right.
is Martin like a last name?
No, Martin is his first name. His last name is
Okay.
Gull.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's
I'm
spelled
gonna
with a
do-
D. Do you want to roll?
What?
You want to roll?
Sure. Now, keep in mind, I am getting blackout drunk and I'm reckless, so we may have more rep and be at war with Aruthia when I wake up.
Sure.
Great.
Do. Looks like a 5.
Yep. You clear 5 stress.
Alrighty.
So yeah, that rep you guys gained from completing that job pretty much came exactly from Timothy, who went to a bar and told
blabbed about
everyone
it?
in the bar about it. And
Can we have the extra rep for killing Elstara then? Unless he's not blabbing about that part.
yeah,
If there are some ink rakes there, if they buy me drinks, I'm telling them to.
I hate you. I mean,
I hate you too.
they're not there because that's not their bar. It's actually in a different neighborhood. But it's probably a good idea. They should start hanging around in that bar. Oh, look, our mortal enemy is just telling us everything we want to know. Awesome.
That's okay. I've got people covering my back in that bar.
Yep. But yeah, you get blackout drunk and wake up the next day in somebody's bed that you don't recognize, and
he's very angry.
he's very angry.
Lord Penderin?
What?
Huh?
Actually, her husband is very angry, and you get chased out. But
Oh, no.
all right, Hamish
All right, I'm gonna indulge my vice with the libertines.
with the Libertines. All right,
Yeah.
I guess you can go ahead and roll.
I get the bonus die, right?
Yeah.
It's not a very good party.
It wasn't a very good party. Would you like to know why?
Why?
Well, the Libertines took it upon themselves as independent gang people to invite the Baker boys over to a party, and things got out of hand real quick. Baker boys were not used to that sort of
They're not used to a highfalutin party.
they're not used to a highfalutin party with that many drugs. They thought they were just gonna go get drunk and maybe throw some furniture out the window, like a frat.
Like
And
you're
they
what
said
to
some
do.
of them got tied up, and
Right. Right. And there was this weird initiation where Hamish kept saying, "Punch me! Come on, punch me! Come on, harder than that!"
right. Right.
So, excuse me. They end up out in the streets. They just basically go wild in the neighborhood. They're like breaking into people's houses. They're like throwing shit through people's windows.
And probably the libertines are just encouraging them because they're also wild.
Right. They're also wild, so
They think it's
they're
hilarious.
Well, they're
Not,
wild
they're
and
not doing it, but they're
they're
like,
wild
yeah.
and they're also voyeurs. So
Right.
they'd be like, yeah, do it.
They're using
Right.
their cake frosting equipment to write graffiti on the walls.
Right. So, you can either choose to lose face, make an example of one of the gang members, or face reprisals. If you lose face, you actually end up forfeiting rep equal to your tier plus 1.
Okay.
So that would be 2.
Or
you can make an example of one of the gang members, or you can face reprisals.
okay. Let me just ask you honestly, Mark. Did they do anything like that would set my temper off? Or, because, like, just what you described, my character would totally be fine with. And we face reprisals, I'd be pissed.
They didn't do anything that you would disagree with.
Now the blue coats.
But did anybody else disagree? 'Cause,
Oh,
you know,
well, see,
it's a gang issue. It's not just you. You.
Right,
This affects everybody.
right. Okay. So I'm not personally going to make an example of anyone.
Because you know what? Those blue coat goats, the blue coats aren't happy. They have
Well,
to,
you don't fuck with the coppers. Like
Sure
that would
you
piss
do.
me off.
Well, I mean, that's that's essentially what happened was the cops got called on them because they were, crazy around town. So, a couple of them spent the night in the clink.
Reprisals from who?
Well, it's just the wronged party. It's really just, if you don't discipline the gang, then it will happen again, and then it will happen again, and then it will. That sort of thing.
Am I the disciplinary?
I don't know.
See, that strikes me more like Vaughn's job to discipline.
It might be. I mean, you
Vaughn?
certainly get wind of it, Vaughn.
I don't believe we ever discussed that being my role.
I feel like, listen, my role is to murder a lot of people when we need it.
My role is to find people.
I
and
want to
then
point
murder
out,
them.
you could make me the disciplinarian, so they've got to come and work in my lab.
That seems like punishment.
Yep, done,
I will talk to the wronged parties and see if I can smooth things over.
done. No, that's how. Yes, Edlund is the disciplinarian.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying he should discipline them. I'm just saying if he decides, that's
Okay.
up to you, Edlund. Are you going to discipline them?
I don't discipline. They just come and work in my lab.
Right. He's not directly disciplining anybody. They just have to work in his lab.
Okay, to calm them down.
No, it might make them, even more disturbing. No. See, right here is where you want to go for the attacks. This will
Okay,
do
that
more
is not
physical
what I had in
damage.
mind. That is not what I had in mind at all.
So remember, this is the softest point of the human body. With a thumb, you can push right into the eyes, and then you have a good grip.
So, the leader of the Baker Boys is named Bricks.
Oh, I like it.
Bricks.
Bricks.
All right.
And, yeah, he'll go work in the lab, I guess. And he doesn't like it.
You got to help, get the bodies moved. We got the
Right. He goes down there to help Edlund. He did not realize that you could do things like that to a human body. He's really just punched people before. And, oh my God, that's horrific. Wow, we're all just made of meat. We're all just made of meat. Also, Edlund is talking to 3 or 4 people in the room who aren't there. He's not even sure.
So, discipline secured.
Right. And so he comes back out a little shaken and a little like, okay, we gotta.
I don't want to go back there.
I like that name, Bricks. That's good.
So yeah, that's
I'm gonna write that in our.
that was your vice. Who's got another downtime action?
I've got one.
Okay.
I am going to start a long-term project.
Okay. What you starting?
I'm working on my formula for my lightning serum.
Your what?
Lightning serum. It's
Serum.
Serum.
Okay.
It's basically adrenaline.
Okay. I heard lightning syrup, and I was like, Can you put that on waffles?
He's making Mountain Dew.
All right, cool. So, do we need to build the item and then figure out the clock first? Is that how that works?
I don't think so. I think we just pick, and I was figuring it's probably going to be a 6 or an 8. Wait, no, okay. Nope, that's...
Crafting.
Well, it's on
Let's
page
see.
154 as a long-term project.
Yep. So most of them will require an 8-segment progress clock to invent and learn.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, so first you have to invent it, and then you have to craft it.
Okay? So basically, it's going to basically do the concept of adrenaline. It is possible to, wake things up just almost immediately.
So you're doing alchemy?
Yes, it is alchemy.
Okay.
And it is,
So
yeah.
then we got to figure out what the minimum quality level of this item is. Let us see.
By the way, we never officially did that with my preservation oil.
Did we not? Well, I thought that was your free one, and
It
so I
was,
thought
but I still have to have it. Just like the lightning thrower was my free one also.
Yeah, I thought we did, but
We might have, but I don't have it. If you look at my character sheet, I do have them actually written there now.
okay. I thought it was similar to trans powder. I thought, which was a tier 1 3. Does that sound right?
Yeah, but let me look at trans powder again. Well, my preservation oil is basically just that. It has almost no effect other than bodies in it do not decay.
So I'm thinking you're looking at a 1-3
I can see that.
for your item.
For the first one, right? For the preservation oil?
Well, no, I was actually talking for your other one.
Okay, so the lightning.
Lightning serum. Because, I mean, it doesn't sound too far different from Blood Needle, which induces fever, euphoric mania, and rampant energy. And it also sounds like you're doing like Rage Essence vials, essentially.
Kind of.
So,
It's kind of like that. It might even have a chance, recently dead within like minutes. It could possibly bring them back.
okay. Well, I might bump that up to 2.
I'm fine with 2. So
let me ask you, what rare, strange, or adverse effect of this formula or design has kept it in obscurity out of common usage?
Where was that listed again?
It's on page 224.
I thought they had examples.
They don't have examples. You just have to be creative.
Its ingredients are troubling.
Troubling.
Actual adrenaline from bodies.
Okay.
So, you've got to get it out of corpses.
Or, you got to grind it out of fetuses.
No. Any corpse is fine. So, troubling. And, even then, it does have... Even though it can bring, recently dead back to life, there's still a chance at the end they might die if they don't get the treatment. And if you are alive and you get it, you will crash hard. And when it's done,
Okay.
when it's done through your body.
Okay. So then we got to do...
You said was it going to be 2-3 or 2-1?
Yeah, tier 2/3.
Okay.
And then what drawbacks does this item have, if any? It has consumable, because obviously. And I'm kind of... I'd also put volatile on there.
Yeah, I can see it has it doesn't age well. You have to kind of keep it fresh.
That's actually more that you suffer a consequence when you take it.
Okay.
And
Volatile to the receiver.
right. And it's just can't tell friend from foe is the consequence.
See, I was gonna call it Lazarus, but obviously there's probably no equivalent to Lazarus in this world.
I mean, there probably is,
Sure.
but we don't know his name.
Just fill a bathtub with it and call it the Lazarus Pit.
Exactly.
Sure.
Or I
Yeah.
loaded up in ills, and you have to swim with slime ills.
Mm.
It's in
Swimming with the
the
eels.
slime.
Women with the eels.
You know, that's
All
not
right,
a
but yes.
joke, but I'm thinking more and more on that. You just wake up in a pool of slime ills.
You wake up and there's all these eels
Put it back
attached to your face and all over you, just gnawing.
Exactly.
And so yeah, that'll be an 8 o'clock.
Okay. So it's going to be an
Um,
8.
Jackson.
Now, the reason
And-
I'm
Round.
doing that now because my analyst gives me 2 clock ticks every off action. So,
Your alchemist, yeah. Or the alchemist, yeah.
but I still get a
Um,
roll this time, right?
Right, you get to roll. You should still roll though.
So what was that again? It was
Tinker, I believe,
makes sense.
and it's controlled standard.
And I get a +1 result level to your roll. So is that an extra dice or?
No, that just increases your result level.
So you said it was controlled standard
Yep.
and nothing else. I just get a result level higher.
Right. You get a 4. So that gives you a result level of standard. Nope, I'm reading the wrong thing. That gives you a result level of 2. You bump it up, so you'll actually get 3.
3. And then I'm just going to do my bonus there too. So 5. And I'm coming up with a better name than Lightning Serum. I actually had one, but I can't remember what I used instead of serum.
Lightning syrup, I'm telling you.
I put it on all my pancakes.
That's right.
It's the best thing for it.
Delicious with waffles. Fry up some
That blue
chicken.
glow in the dark.
Put that on the waffle. A little lightning syrup on top. Mmm. That'll burn your butthole. All right.
Well, that sold me on it.
Yeah, I'm sold. Who's next for some downtime? Yes, sir.
I'm gonna drop this box off first.
Okay. You drop that box off.
Say, hey, we did this job.
Did you?
Yep.
He looks through it and says, no, it's not all here.
What are you missing?
Well, according to this manifest I've got here, there were some other items.
How many?
Probably another chest's worth.
Well, did we get something? I mean, we were
A
coming
hearty
out of it.
handshake. And
I start to leave with the chest.
hearty handshake, and I keep quiet about last night. No. Like, there's no partial credit. What do you think this is?
All right, I'll come back when we have all of it. Take my chest and leave.
All right, fine. Don't stay. Have a cup of coffee. Talk about your day. It's fine.
I need some healing. So I'm going to go down to Hamish's lab. Or not Hamish's lab. I'm going to go down to Edlin's lab.
I'll go down there with you because
I
I
think
also
Hamish's
have a
lab
knife
is back
stick.
at the Libertines.
Yep. That's not.
I
I just
wouldn't
have
call it a
some cuts.
lab.
I have cuts and scrapes. That is my level 1.
I have a knife wound.
So, Hamish, you want to, Hamish, Jesus, now you've got me doing it. Edlund, do you want to help him out with his cuts and scrapes?
Of course, that's what I'm here for.
Great. He's going to need access to your spleen in order to do it.
No. I get it done elsewhere. These are cuts and scrapes. You could totally, when I have a major injury, probably get away with it. But you're not cutting me open for cuts and scrapes.
He can touch my spleen. It's okay.
Right.
Is it controlled standard?
Yeah. And don't you get bonuses or something when
You
you're
get
doing
actually
it?
2 dice.
Yep. Okay.
Holy cow.
Hmm.
I might be insane. I might have a demon inside of me, but I am still a damn good doctor.
You are a damn good doctor. What does that do?
So that is going to be 2.
Okay.
2 ticks on that clock.
Okay.
Timothy, were you also partaking of the good doctor?
Yes.
I have a quick question for people. You can take coin out of your stash at a
2 to 1
rate, correct?
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Okay.
2 for 1.
Probably gonna have to do that.
Edlund, you're gonna roll for Timothy?
You did?
Oh, did you already? Okay. 6, which I believe is 3.
Aha.
3 ticks. Now,
So when that clock fills up, do I drop down a harm level or does my harm levels go away?
all your harm levels drop down by 1.
Okay.
I don't know how many you have, but if you had more than 1, they would all drop down. And you're really only 1 away from completing that clock, so you could spend, a coin to just finish that clock. I mean, it would take you 2 coin, Jim, or you could spend 1 coin and have Edlund roll again.
I'll just have
take
Edlund.
the other downtime action.
I'll just have Edlund roll again.
Okay. So spend a coin for that to take the extra downtime action, and then Edlund. Apparently, these cuts and scrapes are a lot worse than
They
this
got
knife wound.
infected.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing.
And there was some slight electrocution.
Okay. Actually, Danny, you just need to spend 1 coin, and he doesn't need to roll. It'll just complete your clock.
All right, that completes my clock, I think.
Cool.
And with Jim going all ape like that, he got some fecal matter in there.
Yep.
That's what happened.
How do I now make my clock go back to 0?
You can just hit that little X.
Oh, okay, there it is. Check. All right, sweet. Now I'm up and healthy again, totally healthy.
Okay. Bond, you've still got an action. Edlund. Now, Edlund, you've taken 2.
Yes,
right?
but I'm actually going to buy a 3rd one. So
Okay.
I am
gonna buy
starting
some
a
more
long-term
actions as well.
project as well.
Okay. What are you doing?
I am gonna let me double check the map here. I'm gonna buy a house in Brightstone.
Really?
Yep.
Brightstone.
Yep.
Feeling fancy.
Yep.
What's your
if you abandon us, I will hunt you down and kill you.
No, I just want my own house in Brightstone.
Okay.
what's your stash at?
I'd hunt you down and be very sad.
My stash is at.
You're at tier 2-ish.
I'm up to 2. Yeah. I'm at,
ish.
it's 9,
I'm-
12. 12. I've got 12 in the stash right now.
Huh. How
You
are you
click
gonna
on
buy a
stash,
house?
Give you a light.
I'm gonna go through my contact, the noble spy,
Mm-hmm.
to find out, who is gonna have to sell off cheap, or who would be, getting rid of their property or having it, foreclosed on, or whatever, however that works in those days. To try to find a cheaper one, and then start sort of insinuating myself. I'm trying, like I said, he really wants to become a noble. So this is all this is what he's working on.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll talk to her about how they act and all that blah 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 blah, and I'll start hanging out more with the libertines and whatnot because they may be party nobles, but they're still nobles.
Okay.
Sure,
So
peeps.
So I don't know if that's a clock thing really, but that's what he is working on.
I think it is. I mean, it seems like a clock. Trying to think how to do this exactly, though. All right. So I think the clock would actually be to find a good deal on the house.
Okay.
And then you'd actually have to have like some money,
Right.
to actually purchase it. But to find a good deal, probably a 8 clock.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
8 o'clock it is.
And survey.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll that. Survey says position controlled, I assume.
It's controlled standard. It's downtime. Most of them are controlled standard, unless you do something wacky.
Oh, boo. Can I reroll that?
Can't re-roll it. I mean, you can spend more coin and do it again, but
All right, let me do it again then. I'm not going to start my clock with 0.
well, you're not going to start with 0. You'll get 1 for 3.
Okay.
But yeah, you can spend coin and do it again if you
All right,
want.
that's much better.
A 6. I think that's actually
you got
5.
A 1 plus
No, it's 3. It's 3. Sorry.
1 plus 3, so you got 4 total.
You got
Yeah,
4.
I'm halfway there.
Yep.
So yeah, I spend a lot of time, talking to Valeris. Talking to Valeris and wandering through Brightstone and spending time with the Libertines, just trying to get acclimated.
So she takes you on a tour of Brightstone.
Okay.
Shows you the neighborhood and shows you, a few nobles that she knows, a few, good neighborhoods that she knows about.
Okay.
And of course, then you'll have to, actually start talking to some of these people and find out who they know in the neighborhood and that sort of thing. So it's half realtor, it's half realty, half who do you know type of thing. So you're making some contacts. They've got their eye out for you, but haven't got anything narrowed down quite yet. Okay.
I'll tell Valeris that Alstero's out of the game.
Yeah, she heard some rumors.
Not just a rumor.
Okay.
And that, Teslin and, Penderin are at least, in fairly regular contact. I'll give her some information on what I know at least.
They've always been thick as thieves. In some ways more than I mean, he made her sign that non-disclosure agreement for $10,000 that she now wants to break, and that sort of thing.
Sure. Was there a clause in there that he didn't actually fulfill, and now she wants to
He never signed it.
bring it back and
he never signed it.
He didn't sign it in the time allotted.
He never signed it, and so that's this whole thing.
And he used an alias. It was just a weird situation.
Oh wow, what a mess! Right.
So
His barrister paid for the whole thing himself.
Yep.
That's right. Good old timely role playing.
Nice.
Bad. All right. Everybody's downtime actions are done, right?
I'm gonna buy one.
I have
your
lots of
free
coin
ones.
to spend.
Your
free
free
ones
are
done. Free ones are done. Yes.
So, did anybody have additionals?
Yes.
Good thing I wasn't hurt.
I see 2 people nodding.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
All right, Hamish, you want to go?
I'm gonna start by spending some coin to lower our heat. Take an additional action and lower our heat.
All right. I was wondering if anybody was going to do that.
I am. And I'm spending it out of my stash, my personal stash.
You're not going to spend it from the gang?
No.
What are you doing?
The reason I'm not spending it for the gang is because I'm invested in getting the gang up a tier.
Yeah, no.
And we need our money.
Yep. I got you. I'm
My,
just saying.
my character is a sucker.
There's other gang members in your gang who are just trying to divest themselves of the gang, but no, you're going even harder in.
Oh, no, this is right. I'm all about it. I have no idea that he's attempting to leave me. Right. I might get really angry about that.
Right.
No, he's just casing out a better neighborhood for us to stage crimes in.
See,
no, that's totally fine.
I am not trying to leave anyone. I am just trying to bring the dead back to life, and how that's going to benefit the gang. Of course, it's going to change the gang.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. All right.
It's a gang of ghouls and hellspawn, but
yeah.
All right. So I'm going to spend it, Mark,
okay.
And then I will try to lower our heat.
All right. Well, how are you going to do that?
The way I lower my heat, I'm going to shut people the fuck up.
Okay. Well, there's a fair amount of witnesses, just because there were blue coats and there were lamp blacks and
people need to mind their own.
So
they need to mind their own.
We're blue coats.
I'm going to remind them to mind their own.
They need to mind their own.
Command?
Yeah.
And a bunch of them have children.
Right.
And then you guys get extra dice. Is that correct?
Yes. We get an extra die.
Extra die when we're reducing heat.
Yeah. All right, so
So
do it.
it comes down to you don't have any bodies that week.
What is it? Controlled.
Yeah, it's controlled standard.
Okay, we murdered all these people. Where are the bodies?
How does it work? If I made it risky.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's
You
the
don't
die
get
that
the
you
option.
roll.
Okay.
It's the highest die that you roll, and it's basically like a long-term project, essentially. So whatever you get.
If you made it risky, that means you actually got the bodies in the cart as you're walking by them. No, there is no bodies. Right. You don't have any bodies.
Roll the 4.
They're just thrown under a tarp.
4? Okay. So that will reduce your heat by 2.
Is that a body wrapped in the carpeting? No.
Okay. I reduce the heat. I have some other things I want to do too, Mark, but other people can go.
That's your next door neighbor who wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Right. You're damn right.
Edlin?
I am actually going to try to heal myself.
All right, you know that you have to take stress to do that, right?
Yeah. Was it
as
1
well
or 2?
As spend coin. I think it's 2.
I thought we said it was 1 since this is...
I don't know. I can never find that part in the book, so...
Okay, I'll do it 2 then.
I will assist if I can.
You can't, unfortunately. It's a downtime action. Let me look here at downtime and see if I can find it again.
I'm going to remove 2 from my stash and take another action as well.
You guys are just burning through your stash.
I haven't touched my stash.
I haven't either.
I need that for, my mad scientist scene.
You take 2.
I need to become a noble.
Stress.
Okay.
Now, you can choose to tough it out and attempt to heal without any treatment, which means you only take 1 stress, but you roll 0 dice.
Yeah, I get +2 bonus to this stuff. Yes.
Right. I was going to say, that's probably not a good option for you.
Oh, my
In fact, I
God.
don't think it's a good option for anyone since you have to have the physical ability to do it anyway. And
It's always the case. Always the case.
So a 3 is 1.
For some reason, healing yourself
It's just really hard.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Why don't people do it more often?
I'm done.
Okay. Timothy, you said you wanted to take another one?
Yep. I'm
Okay.
going to try to reduce heat also.
All right. How are you going to do it?
I am going to start spreading a rumor that the Red Sashes had kidnapped, I don't know, some nobleman's kid, and another nobleman who's definitely not Pendrin, definitely not, sent some guys in to retrieve that kid and, you know, make the city happy.
All right.
He had no idea that the Aruthian diplomat was also involved in it.
All right. That sounds like Sway. And you get a bonus die. Because your gang is cool like that.
Mm-hmm. Bam.
Oh, he critted.
You're the roller right there.
Jeez.
You did crit. A crit is 5.
Wow. Wow.
So what if that goes below 0?
Do we drop one a level?
That's not how that works, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't know. So
I didn't know
Exit
you
levels
could
can only be
crit
gotten rid of by going to jail.
it.
gotcha.
So, but we have
we're just,
0.
So we're
heat.
just at 0 heat. Okay.
Right.
I'll take that.
No
Yeah.
one, in the end, no one was really sad that the Red Sashes disappeared.
Right.
Nope.
Right. They were kind of a menace, and Elstera, was kind of a bitch. She got in the way of a lot of people, so people aren't
that
sad to see her gone.
That reminds me, we need to roll for our drug den.
We do.
It's at the beginning. I think you actually did a while ago. Is it beginning of downtime or beginning of?
It says
Beginning
heat
of downtime, heat
okay.
equals.
Yeah.
So we should roll it again. Yeah.
Yep. Someone should roll it
but I
because
don't
you
know.
do actually get it now. Because
Yeah.
you're not at war, or actually it was halved when you're at war, but you're not.
So
at
we
war
just
anymore.
roll tier.
Mm-hmm.
But minus what, 5 or 6?
It says on the
Minus heat, which we have 0 now. So
Well, no, but it's at the beginning. We have to go by the
At the
heat
beginning?
It just says roll coin in downtime.
No, it says tier roll minus heat equals
Yeah.
coin in downtime.
but it doesn't say when you make the roll.
It actually does say it's at the beginning of downtime.
At the beginning? Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, we couldn't possibly make any money with 6 heat.
Yeah,
That's true.
it'll be no money. All right, that's fine.
Unless you crit, it's possible you crit.
Not with one roll, not with one tier 1.
That's true. You cannot crit.
So,
All right.
Fine.
So yeah, that was the other thing that happened. When Hamish went to his little party with the Libertines and the Baker Boys. Yeah, they burned through all your excess drugs, and so your drug den just didn't make any money.
Your stupid party.
Yep. Your stupid party got out of control.
By the way,
Yep.
when I get
That's how we
my
do it.
crew,
Yeah.
my gang, they will be called the Resurrectionists.
Can't wait.
Are they all natural philosophers?
Exactly.
Mark, I forgot to ask, when we finish the job, how much do we add to our stash?
Well, that's true.
There's a roll for that, or
It's not a roll. It actually says on the sheet.
Hold
I
on.
think it's when
Yeah.
you level up.
It's when you
Upon crew advance, each PC gets
Yeah.
stash equal to tier plus 2. So actually, you did that before
our crew
didn't
hasn't
pay
added
for it
advanced. Well, you should have. We talked about it.
last time.
last time. Yeah, but I didn't add to my stash for it. I don't think. Anyway, whatever. It's at what it's at now. I just got to remember when we advance.
Yeah, you guys better have done that because I actually noticed my stash was much higher than everyone else. So I figured I just did something wrong and marked it down to Shane's level.
So my stash is pretty good, but
Yes, well, mine was like higher than that. But I was
Wow.
like, how did that happen? So I just kind of marked it down.
Well, all of your stashes should be better than mine anyway because I missed some adventures. So
That's true.
I have not been doing the tier +2 for
yeah, I didn't realize
a long
that
time.
that's how that worked for a long time till recently.
Yeah, I think we missed that early a couple times, but
Yeah,
Let's leave
I've
it
got
how
a
it
special
is,
ability
and
that
when we
gives me an
advance.
extra +2
So
at the
I'm
end of
fine
each
with just
downtime.
equaling mine to what Shane's was at that time.
yeah, Timothy's
his was
actually
the
richer than
highest.
all y'all. But
No, we're equal.
okay.
It's all the the doctoring I do in the part times.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
No one trusts me as a doctor.
All right, I'm gonna
would
take
they?
one more action.
No,
Okay.
you know my character does abortions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go hang out with Grace
I trust you as a
and
doctor.
work on my clock.
Okay. Your clock.
You are a
That's
fine
great.
doctor.
Join the gang. I figure once this is done, it would create us an expert.
Oh,
Rather
yeah.
than
No,
a-
that's exactly what it will do. Okay. So, how are you helping her? How are you convincing her?
I'm gonna first of all give her some of the papers from the Red Sashes.
He's going to
Okay.
convince the people to work in her sugar caves.
What would you like those papers to say?
I mean-
That's what I'm doing. You gonna assist me, Danny?
Uh-huh.
All right.
So go ahead and roll. What would that be? Sway?
Yeah.
Maybe command? Depending on how you...
Oh yeah.
If this is a downtime action, I can't help you with it, but
It is a downtime action.
yeah.
I think it's more sway, Mark, because I'm more friendly with her.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it sounds to me like you're approaching it. So, okay. Go ahead and roll. Yes. And you get an extra die for involving her in her own clock.
4.
Okay. So that is 2, I think.
Okay. Good
Look
deal.
at this every single time. Yeah, it's 2.
And then I'm done with my downtime. I just slowly want to work on Grace. Like,
Okay.
she will be useful.
Right. She would be. She's an extortionist.
So yes, when I get my my actual gang, it'll be at depths.
Well, of course. Of course. All right. I'm going to end there.
Can't we get experience?
Yes, we will do all that. I'm just saying that
Okay.
at the point now where we have to decide what the next job's going to be.
I did still want to talk to Sister Thorne.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I'm thinking a crime spree in Brightstone over there might drive housing prices down a little bit.
It sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, but then why would we want to run down house prices? What?
I don't know. The place
I
just
don't know.
looks lucrative.
That's a fine, spontaneous idea, and I approve.
Right.
I would actually like to.
There's rich people there. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It would work out.
May I make a request
Yeah, what?
of the gang?
To me? Oh, no, the gang? All right.
Yeah, I would like for our next thing to go for the interrogation chamber.
I'd kind of rather have the covert drop, but the interrogation chamber would be nice. Would be good.
Yeah. I mean, it's Commander Sway on site. That's good for both the things we do.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
All right. Edlund, you wanted to talk to Sister Thorne.
Mm-hmm.
She can be found over at the old railway. You know, the old railway. They've got their car set up at the end of one of the, I don't know what you call those things, exchanges.
Okay.
You know, the long, all those different long tracks they've got. Well, they've got like an abandoned rail car over there that they hang out in. Edlund,
Sister Thorne,
long time no see.
it is a pleasure to see you.
You never write, you never call.
That will change.
What can I do you for?
You see, I'm harboring this spirit, and
Multiple things. In your runs, and you go in, what is it called? Not the old city. What's it called again? Thunder.
Well, it's on this big character sheet we've got here. This big map. The Lost District?
Oh, or the Deathlands?
Well, I mean, she goes to the Deathlands usually, but
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the specific part in the city.
Well, either way. In your trips into the Deathlands and the Lost District, I do know you have, in the past, run across artifacts of the Throne of Judgment.
Maybe.
Oh, you have.
I'll take your word for it. I just pick up the shit.
I
and then
would,
I sell the shit.
I would like to put my name in for when you have items of the Throne of Judgment.
Why the sudden interest?
I look at her. Everyone is allowed a cult.
Allowed? That's a weird way to put it.
You know, this is going to be weird, Shane, but I think this might actually make Edmund more stable and sane. What he needed is a good authority figure in his life.
Maybe. I'm gonna take a wait and see approach.
Yep. No, I agree.
Jim, we might want to do that loyal fence thing instead.
If I
Loyal fence?
Yeah, we're planning to tear up soon.
Where?
if I come up with something,
As far as turf. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm also here to give you a warning.
oh,
The cops know about your contacts. They know you've been selling to Madam
Teslin.
really?
Yes.
Who? No, I know who. All right.
So I just wanted to give you a warning. I do know that LaRose is the one pushing it, but LaRose is a friend. So if you need to get some heat off of you, and you want to pass over maybe a rival of yours, I might be able to arrange for the LaRose to bust them instead.
That's why I like you, Edlin. You never come by, but when you do, you come by with good ideas.
Also, the long-standing, and I know it's been a while, but the long-standing deal about any medical equipment you have still stands. Any medical equipment you find in the Lost Districts or the Deathlands.
I found some rusty scalpels. Didn't figure you wanted those.
No, I'm more worried. I'm more interested in things infused in. Because I want to be able to, murder ghosts.
Sure, ghost murder.
I can murder ghosts.
Sure, you
Actually-
can.
Actually, Sister Thorn can murder ghosts too. That's how she's able to go on the Deadlands. Okay, cool. Yeah, she'll do that for you.
Murdering ghosts is both fun and profitable.
Okay, so yeah, into session. Who wants to start?
I guess I will.
can.
Okay. I mean, both of you talked at the same time. Let's go with Bond.
Okay, you addressed a challenge with tracking or violence. I addressed a challenge with violence. Extreme
Did ya?
violence.
Did you? Violence, really?
Yeah,
Violence.
strangely. On more than one occasion.
Yeah, I think so.
I expressed my beliefs, drives, heritage as our background, so I expressed my drive a number of times today.
Yep.
And sort of background, being piss poor and knowing some of the habits of that and wanting to get out of it. So I think I got at least a point there.
And disappointing Maestro Hellstrom. He had such high hopes for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull myself up by my bootstraps here.
Okay.
And then I did not struggle with any issues for my vice, but I did try to play my trauma, which is vicious. I did not even hesitate to shoot Elstar in the head. I then kicked her head around for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. And he grabbed onto the other end of the thing to saw her head off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really wanted to
right.
inflict some damage. sound.
Right. You hated her and her little room.
In her little room. Yep. I made sure she got hers. I'm also vengeful, so I got my trigger for that, and so with the crew.
That's true. Yeah.
I do.
Oh. Yeah. So the crew gets an extra XP.
They get an extra XP.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mark it.
I got 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I
marked
will
it.
skill up. So I have to decide what to take.
You did your playbook or
Yeah, I
stat?
skilled up my playbook,
Oh, okay.
and then I'm putting a couple points in a stat.
Okay. So Edlund.
Okay. You address a challenge with technical skills or mayhem. I'm going to take that twice. I am about actually exactly that. Technical skill and mayhem.
Yeah, it's either or with you. Yeah.
You express your belief, drives, heritage, or background. I still go for the scholar thing, but I'm just going to take that one once.
Okay.
And you struggled with issues with your vice or traumas during the session. I'm taking that twice. My game is now nothing but my vice and traumas.
Right.
So
right.
I'm going to take 5. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put 3 into my prowess to actually raise my prowess.
Okay.
And I'm going to put. Do I actually have to put it all in my playbook, or can I split it between my stats?
You can put it anywhere. You can put it anywhere.
So I'm going to put 3 into prowess, 1 into resolve, and 1 into insight.
The only one you have to put somewhere is the one you get for making desperate rolls.
Okay.
And you have to put it in the attribute that you made the desperate roll. But other than that, you can put it anywhere.
Okay. So
I'm taking Ghost Hunter.
Nice.
And I am going to increase my rec to 2. I'm getting more stable with, obviously not stable. I am getting more skill with explosions.
Collateral.
Yes.
You're getting more collateral. Yeah.
Timothy?
Okay. Let's see. Address a challenge with deception or influence. I think I did that one twice. When we first came down the stairs and threw those 2 big guys at each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then later we spinning that tale about Pendrin to deflect all the heat.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I don't think I did any of that this time.
The only thing you did was you mentioned to me how if I was a dagger from the Dagger Isles,
You did do that.
smashing.
Does that count?
I don't know.
Think so. I mean, didn't really.
It's up to you whether that counts or
If
not.
you'd actually taken some of her jewelry and worn it,
Yeah, if I had worn the jewelry,
I
can see
saved
it,
it for you.
he did say he saved it for you.
yeah, I don't really want to wear it because it could bring some more heat down on us.
I mean, we gotta lay low for a little while with it, but later on, people forget.
Yeah. Let's see, and then struggle with issues of your vice or trauma during the session. I think most of that heat came from me running my mouth when I got drunk, so I think I may count twice.
Okay.
I'm going to put 3 points into resolve and 2 into my playbook.
Okay. Hamish?
I addressed challenge with violence or coercion. I did both of those things to reduce heat, and I did lots of violence.
Yeah.
I did express my beliefs, drives, or heritage. I gave up my own stash for the gang because they're my boys, and I talked about it with the other gang leader, like, you should have just left it alone. They're my... And even with her, like, with the Madame Teslin.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give myself 2 for that one. And did I struggle with issues from my vice or traumas this section? Definitely my vice. I lost my purveyor.
It's true, you did.
And finally, I had 2, but I lost one of them.
Yep.
And then, yes, I struggled with my trauma, so that will actually fill up that and give me 1. So I'm going to put that one in resolve, and I will get a playbook advancement, which I'm going to take leader. When I command a cohort in combat, they continue to fight, even when they would otherwise break. They are not taken out when they suffer level 3 harm, and they gain +1 effect and +1 armor.
Yep.
The Baker Boys are mean.
Yep. That was a terrible broken ability.
Uh-huh. The Baker Boys are fucking awful.
They will beat a guy to death with some French bread.
They will do it. And then they'll cook him into the French bread. They're monsters.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the...
Yeah, I'm leaving the gang. Like, that house is looking great.
So the
Listen,
crew.
I'm actually really awesome.
So execute a successful espionage, sabotage, or theft operation.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Listen,
That was quite successful, actually.
Yeah, that was quite successful. We robbed the Red Sashes blind. We took the deed to their territory.
And got them pretty much annihilated
right.
as a gang.
Mm-hmm.
We also set up the lamp blacks.
We did. So I'm going to say we did that twice.
Okay.
I don't know. That was a really good mission. Yeah.
So,
Contend with challenges above your current station. Don't add
Yes.
that. I already added it.
oh, sorry. Contend with challenges above your station? Yes.
We did, yes.
So I'll let you add that, Mark.
I believe that totally
Okay.
counts. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
If that doesn't bolster our reputation, I don't know what does. Like,
I mean-
and like getting rid of a whole other gang, using other gangs.
Ambitious. I would say that bolstered our ambitious reputation.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And then, do it right in front of your face.
Right.
With your own people. Yeah.
And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Once again, I'm going to say 2 on that one.
I would say 2 on that one as well.
We are
Okay.
we are just
We are a ball of inner conflict.
just pure inner conflict.
And honestly though, our drives, we are all ambitious for the gang. We may do it all in different ways, but
I mean, it sounds like it to me. I mean, Vaughn is even considering leaving now, so that's got to be some sort of inner conflict, right?
Yep.
Bond, you can't leave me.
There's a demon in our gang. I don't like it.
Okay, I don't like it either. You can't leave me.
Okay, I want to
I might
point
ta-
out there
I
are
might take
demons
you with
all
me.
around us.
The demon blood all around us. There's not demons all around us.
There are demons all around us.
Okay.
We do not live
so
in a
you guys
world
are,
of sunshine.
You guys are one short. One short.
So close.
Nice.
All right.
But yeah, that was Light in the Dark.
Sweet.
Pick up next time when you guys go on some cool mission.
Somebody did mark the vengeful one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, Jim did. Yep.
Okay.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Ah.
Ah.
Stop streaming and